Hello warriors, I've been meaning to do a vlog for a month, but unfortunately we've been the L family here. My husband went back to work and he was a one-person COVID machine for weeks. He had 40 odd staff off. And I am now on a 19-day run of migraine. So I'm doing this morning because every day I plan on doing a vlog for you. And I'm so ill that I wiped the day out. So I'm going to get it done now because I really want to speak to you. And before I go on about my moaning, I just want to say what happened the week before last in the House of Parliament is monumental for us women. I'm lucky, I live in Wales, so we have free prescriptions. Now, the truth of it is, as I've spoken to you before, doctors are really not up on the menopause and they don't have the awareness that I think that we need. But we do have free prescriptions and it's not an issue. However, in England, that you've been paying for prescriptions for this, and I just find it absolutely ridiculous when women are unable to function and live normal lives. It blows my mind. We wouldn't be charging men for testosterone. So it's just monumental, and Carolyn Harris has been a warrior, honestly an absolute warrior for women, because I think people don't want to take this on. It's such a big thing, and I just think that we've been made to shut up for all these years. As I've spoken to you about, this is how I started to vlog. I couldn't find anything. I was on holiday having the worst period in my life in some beautiful villa, and I couldn't even function. I couldn't even read a book, and this is why I started to vlog, because I needed to just offload what was going on. It was just changing my life and ruining my life, and I had no outlet. So this is something that us women have been dealing with for years and years and years. And it's only since I've been doing these vlogs as so many women have come forward and said to me, I've had to give up my job, 46, 47 years old, had to retire early because I couldn't even function with the menopause and the support wasn't there. So having treatment for free will be monumental. And I just, again, have to say, Carolyn Harris is just an absolute warrior for us women, and I think this will be life-changing for women across the whole of the UK. What I will say is I do have a lot of people contact me from the USA and Canada, and it still absolutely blows my mind that a lot of the insurance companies, in fact I believe the majority of them, don't include this treatment as part of their healthcare on their policies, which is, again, it's bonkers. It's what kind of world are we living in that women need this treatment to kind of function every day, and it's not included on your healthcare policy. It's wild. Don't they realise the quicker that they help treat us women, the quicker we'll all be back in work? Because what I want to say on that point is, I am now on a 20-day run of migraines. Now, I haven't had no internet. He wiped me out, and it's just been honestly appalling considering everything I do is online. So that haven't helped, and I think it's given me real bad anxiety because I wanted to throw my poor computer out the window, and it's not his fault. It's a mixture of EE and BT. So, but it's made me ill, and I've had 19 days of migraines, and I mean really bad. So I'm speaking to you now, my eyes are fuzzy, and I don't know whether I should admit this on this vlog, but I'm always honest. So I was going to meet my friend, this is how bad it's been, a week ago Saturday, just to go and get some plants from IKEA. And I felt a little bit zhuzhy as I left and said to my husband, oh, my eyes feel a little bit scatty. So I took a tablet on my drive just in case. By the time I drove 2 minutes down the road onto a dual carriageway where the only way for me to get was the next junction to off, I couldn't see. From kind of this point over, I couldn't see. And it's really scary, it's so scary. And I have this thing where I lose the feeling in my legs. It's really weird. So I was having a shower last Thursday, and I felt like I was going to collapse in the shower, and it happens when I'm walking about. I have to sit down and my legs go funny. All these scary things happen that we're not told about, we're not educated about, and when things like that happen, it gives me the worst anxiety, because obviously even though there's a place inside my head that says this is the menopause, this is what's going on, you still have that anxiety level that thinks, oh my God, is there something more? Is there something happening? Is, is there something going on outside of the menopause? Because I just don't think we're told of all these hideous symptoms. And the truth of it is, I would have struggled to work for the last probably 2.5 years. I really would struggle being with an employer because as the menopause kind of hit me massively. I'm on treatment which makes me function, but I'm still suffering from migraines. Now they're better than they were before. I went through a phase where I was having 30 a day. I couldn't even do anything. I'd have a migraine, it would go. I'd have a migraine, it'd go. So at least now I'm having them in blocks. My eyes are a bit fuzzy, they are now. I'll have a migraine, I'll take a tablet, so at least I'm okay for a few hours. Sometimes I have two, so I take 2 migraine tablets, so at least it's more under control. But how could you work in that environment when I have no idea and control of when I'm able to work? That's the reality. At least working for myself, I can take myself out there, and if I got to work at 10 o'clock at night, I'm working from my garden. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely freezing in the winter, and I got 2 heaters on today, but I'm working from my garden, so I've only literally got to walk up a few steps into my house, so I'm in a safe environment. But women don't have the same privilege as I do. I could not get up to go to work, and I say that to you women, because I have lots of you contact me and say how ill you are and how you've had anxiety and how you've got to start new jobs and how it affects you. And honestly, I salute you, and I've said this now for a while, because I would have been off work on the sick for almost 2 years, or more than that. I think it's more than that. I can't think because my migraine is a bit hazy, so my speech goes a bit fuzzy. This is the joys of this journey, unfortunately. So I thought I would check in, give you a monthly moan. I'm really not good. I'm having weird periods. I didn't have a period when I should have. I'm having a period now. My migraines have been on a run. Yeah, my anxiety hasn't been great. So, yeah, all told, ladies, it hasn't been pretty in the Diaz-Sutton household. I do have to say, my husband is phenomenal. If I'm bad-tempered and hormonal, he just ignores me. He can see when I'm not well, and he knows just to be quiet or give me some space, or, just he can see it in me. So I'm so fortunate to have somebody that is supportive, and I am aware that lots of you just don't have that. So you have to surround yourself with people that understand and support you, and sometimes that means changing your friends network. But I just think while we're going through this phase, I keep saying to you all, we got to be kind to each other, and we got to be surrounded with people that kind of nurture us. Because for myself personally, for the first time in my life, I've my independence kind of gone out the window, and I'm in a nurturing environment. So I think we all need to kind of surround ourselves with people that kind of care and can kind of look after us, because I think it's a real difficult phase of our lives, and I've just realised that a lot of my friends are going through it all, and we're all kind of going batshit crazy at the same time. So like I said, I just wanted to check in with you. What has gone on for England is just absolutely phenomenal. So to all you warriors out there, fingers crossed, very, very soon you'll be able to get your treatment for free, which is the least of what you can get. The other thing that I want to say quickly is that testosterone makes a massive difference to me. So even when I'm poorly, testosterone is what gives me that zhuzh. As I've said to you before, improve my sex life. It gives me more go, it gives me more energy, because even now sometimes I'm exhausted, and you just are unable to focus and function and do anything. You have this brain fog that you can't do anything, and testosterone is really good. So I dread to think what I'd be like if I wasn't taking it. Now, it irks me that is a private prescription, but what I would say is I paid, I believe, £125 for a tube, and it lasted me I think 15 months. So it's pennies per day, but I do think that's another thing most women need to get on prescription. It shouldn't be private, because I think if it makes our lives a better place, we need it. So on that, I will say I hope you're all keeping well. As I say, please be kind to yourselves, warriors, and take care. Peace out.